In today's video, we're going to be talking about the pros and cons of Take Profit Trader, and this is going to be an update as I've been trading with Take Profit Trader for now 6 months. However, I want you guys know there are two big updates out here. We have a new con out here along with a new pro, so you want to make sure you stay tuned to the end. Now, I do want to remind you guys right now before you get started, Take Profit Trader, 30% off all their evaluation accounts, and best yet, no activation fee. So if you'd like to take advantage of this offer, use the link in the description box down below. It'll bring you to a page just like this. And right up here where it says epitome, you can simply left click on that. It'll copy it to your clipboard and it'll be ready to use at checkout. Or you can just simply type in code epitome at checkout. So now let's go ahead and talk about the first pro out here. If we look at the platform choices we have with Take Profit Trader, if you use CQG data, we have NinjaTrader, TradingView, and Trade8. If you'd rather trade with Rhythmic Data Feed, we have RTrader Pro, Quant Tower, Motive Wave, where you can select right here where it says see more. We got Bookmap, Sierra Chart, Multi-Charts, and a whole lot of other platforms out there as well. So with Take Profit Trader, there are a lot of platforms that we have to choose from. All right, so now let's go ahead and talk about the first two cons out here. The first one's going to be when you're on this page right here, the pricing page, where it says be consistent. We look at number one, trade a minimum of 5 trading days. Some other prop firms like Apex, you can pass in as little as 1 day. And with Take Profit Trader, it's going to take you 5 trading days in order to pass the evaluation. Con number two, and this could be a pro or a con, depends on what side of the fence that you're actually on. But with Take Profit Trader in the Pro and Pro Plus account, you can only have a max of 5 funded accounts. With Apex, we have a max of 20 accounts. So if you're used to trading with 10, 20 funded accounts, with Take Profit Trader, you're going to be limited to 5, but I got to be honest with you, you can make plenty of money with 5 accounts. So I don't know that that's that big of a con out here. Now, let's talk about another con. If we come right back up here onto the pricing page where it says be consistent, number two, your most profitable day cannot be more than 50% of your total profit. So in the evaluation phase, there is a consistency rule. No one day can be greater than 50% of the total profit. However, when we come over here and we look at the test versus the Pro and Pro Plus account, and we come right over here where it says consistency, we can see that the consistency is only in the test phase. Once you're in the Pro and Pro Plus account, which are the two accounts we can actually make withdrawals with Take Profit Trader, then the consistency rule is not in effect. So I got to go ahead and give this one a toss up. Yes, it's a con in the evaluation phase, but in the phase where it counts the most, where you're actually able to make withdrawals, there is no consistency rule. Now let's talk about one of the new pros out here. This has come out since I've been trading with Take Profit Trader and since I did the last video on the pros and cons, and that is going to be the fact that they have now removed the daily loss limit. So you get the full drawdown amount on day number one. There's no daily loss limit in any of the account sizes that they have. And I got to be honest with you, this has caused traders to flood into Take Profit Trader, making it one of the best prop firms out here. Then we look at another pro out here and we come right over here to this page right here. And this is going to be a huge pro. Look under withdrawals. We can see in the test phase, there is no withdrawal. Obviously, it's a test phase. We're not in the funded account. But notice, once we go into the Pro or Pro Plus account, we can see that we can get paid every single day. Any day that we are over the buffer, we can go ahead and request a payout. If you select that drop down right there, you can see where it shows you right there. You can get paid every single day that you're over the buffer. However, another pro out here with the withdrawals is the fact that if you come over and look at the maximum withdrawal amount, there is no max that you can withdraw in the Pro and Pro Plus account. So a lot of other prop firms are going to cap how much you can take per payout. With Take Profit Trader, that's not the case. Anything over the buffer, that is your money to go ahead and take home. Now let's talk about another con out here, and this is going to be the news rule. In the test phase, the news rule is not in effect. But then when we come over and we're in the Pro and Pro Plus account, there is a news rule. We cannot trade 1 to 2 minutes before, during, or after the news. And there's really only 3 news items if you're trading the indices out here. That's going to be the CPI data. That's going to be the FOMC. And that's going to be the non-farm employment numbers. All other news events we can trade. It's only the tier 1 news events. Now we look at another con out here. That's going to be the profit split. In the Pro account, we only get an 80-20 split, and we know there's other prop firms out there that do give us a 90-10 profit split like Apex. Now, if you look right over here in the pro account, once you go live, you then get that 90-10 profit split. So to be honest with you, I don't think it's that huge of a deal out here. Now let's talk about another big pro out here, and that is going to be the scaling plan. The scaling plan, there is no scaling plan in the test, pro or pro plus account. So what that means is if you're trading the 50K account, we can trade the max 6 contracts or 60 micros from day one before we ever made any type of profit. We don't have to worry about, I've made $1,000, now I can trade 3 contracts. I've made $2,000, now I can trade 4 contracts. No, we can trade the max contract size right off the rip. So in my 150K funded accounts that I have, from day one, I've been allowed to trade 15 contracts or 150 micros. Now let's talk about what's been one of the biggest cons out here. Since Take Profit Trader has removed the daily loss limit, and with Top Step making all their rule changes, recently Take Profit Trader's response on ticket times have been slowed down. So the support has been slow, but Trades with Jesse has already put videos out about this on YouTube and such. Take Profit Trader has been hiring new staff and getting them trained so they can better assist the new traders out here. If we scroll right down here through my Twitter feed real quick and look at what this trader had to say. I just had a Take Profit Trader response in 1 minute. Take Profit Trader changes systems by getting rid of useless AI, immediate human response. If we go ahead and we look right here, he is extremely happy. And when I first signed up with Take Profit Trader, this is the kind of support that I got. But with all the great rules that Take Profit Trader has, all the other traders out there are starting to flock to Take Profit Traders. So their support has been a little bit slow, but rest assured, they are working on fixing that. Now, let's come over and look at one of the biggest pros and cons out here with Take Profit Trader. That is going to be the drawdown. You can see right there in the test phase, there's an end of the day trailing drawdown, which makes it a lot easier to pass the evaluations. However, once you go into the pro or pro plus account is where the con comes in, you go into what's called an intraday trailing drawdown, where it trails your unrealized profit. This is exactly what Apex does with their evaluation accounts. And a lot of people hate the intraday trailing drawdown. However, if you'd like to learn how to beat the intraday trailing drawdown, then make sure to watch this next video right here.